Drivers, start your engines!
Well, it's the final round of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. It's the Autotrader Echopark Automotive 500 from Texas Motor Speedway here in Fort Worth. We have 3 playoff spots already filled, 1 more to go, and 1 more will be filled this race. Elliott looking to repeat and sweep at Texas. He won back in February. See what he can do tonight. We'll look at their starting lineups. The starting field of 14. In row 1, we'll have Elliott on pole, Almirola, the playoff driver, and P2. 3 and 4, you have Austin Dillon and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 5 and 6, Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick. 7 and 8, Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin and Joe Gibbs teammates. 9 and 10, Ryan Blaney and Martin Truex Jr. 11 and 12, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, 2 rookies this season. And 13 and 14, Bubba Wallace and Joey Logano. We take you around this track here in Texas. Go to turn 1. Mike Wendell's horrifying qualifying crash back in 2008. We've seen it plenty of times. As we're looking at one more time, go through the back straightaway, capable of speeds up to 200 miles per hour. Go to turn 4 in the front stretch, the big one at Texas in 2020. Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. involved. Pit lane speed tonight, 45 miles per hour. 1 playoff spot decided tonight. Green flag. Elliott and Almirola send us off. Harvick digs down low. Elliott up the outside. That outside line's been proving to be a good one, a beneficial one. As we've seen in the practice sessions, Elliott launches to the lead, clears the 10 of Eric Almirola. Dillon up the outside of the 10. Elliott's going to leave lap 1. The 10 and the 17 follow. 3 wide in row 3. And then 3 wide back there in the second to last row. Elliott keeps the lead. They go 3 wide in row 2. And the 19 sliding up into the 12. They all lose speed. Briscoe makes a 3 wide. Heading into the inside. Looks like they all regain speed pretty quickly there. Blaney with the advantage over the 19. Elliott keeps his lead. The 17 and the 11 are going to battle. Elliott's going to go down the middle line. Block the 11 car. They go 3 wide in row 3. Truex Jr. looking on that inside. He makes a 3 wide to Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon. Blaney falls back to last. Look at Almirola here. Look at how he rides that wall up the outside. Look how he's going to stay on the door of Joey Logano as he slides up on the front stretch. Kurt Busch is going to slow the 22 down. And as they battle through the front stretch on the turn 1, Almirola is going to take that spot from Logano. So that outside line is definitely a helpful one. At this race, at least today in Texas. They go 3 wide for the lead. 4 wide for the lead. It's Elliott, Wallace, Briscoe, and Harvick to the front stretch. White flag in stage 1. Caution comes out. We've got a slow 3 car. And that doesn't look too good. Let's look at a replay. Because he definitely did cut a tire down. Just like he slides up into the wall. So Dillon is out of this race. He's parked into the garage. Into the Texas sunset they go. It's Elliott and Bowman sending us off. Back under green for stage 2. Bowman to the lead. Elliott falling back on that outside line. Hamlin to the inside with Almirola. Oh, around goes the 18. He catches the 22. The 12 of Ryan Blaney on his side. Playoff driver Harvick up and over on his roof. Logano involved. Wallace gets through. Stenhouse with some damage. Truex with some damage. The big one at Texas happens on lap 6 of the race. Harvick, look at that. On his roof. Blaney on his side. Squeezed between the wall and Logano. Red flag is out. Racing has been suspended. You'll have to clean up all that debris on the backstretch. Looks like the exit of turn 2. A lot of damage to that 4 car. He is done. Wants a playoff driver. Harvick is done. He will not be able to finish this race. He parks it in the garage. We are so confused right now on what's going on. We have stage racing, and then we have, this red flag, this delay. So we have Aaron right now in our control desk over there. Aaron, what's going on? What are you hearing from race control? Okay, so, what happens now? We have stage racing. We have 4 laps in stage 2, and we're red flag. We've gone through 2 under yellow already after this huge wreck on lap 1. So now we have, 2 to go? What happens? Well, what we're getting from race control now is instead of missing out on those pretty much 3 laps of racing and just going to stage 3 and finishing off those 5, what they're going to do is make up one of those laps. They're going to race the 4th lap of stage 2 under caution, and then they're going to run it green on lap 5 of stage 2, but they're going to add that lap to stage 3. So we're going to start off stage 3 right after they get back onto the track. So they're going to run a pace lap around. That would be the fourth lap of what would be stage 2. Pace car pulls into pit lane, and then they go green for the first out of 6 laps of stage 3. So when they get back on the track, they'll be racing for stage 3, and what they're trying to do is get as many laps in as possible. This is a playoff race. This is the last play position. It's a very crucial race. You can't be missing out on 5 to 6 laps of racing. That's almost a third of the race, and that really does not help anyone. So what they're going to do is add that 6th lap to stage 3 and at least make up at least one of those laps. And you're going to try and work it out that way, because stage racing is so new in this playoffs. And Aaron over there at our control desk, thank you for providing that information, because we frankly have no idea what's going on. So thank you for that. Well, we will go on a quick break. We're red flagged here. We'll see what happens after this. We're going for modified stage 3 at Texas. Well, as we were on break, the cars went out back onto the track, so they've already paced lap 4 of what would be stage 2. So here we come for a 6 lap final stage. 1, 2 playoff positions. Hamlin and Almirola lead them off. Green flag in stage 3. Kurt Busch right behind the 11. We look at Chase Elliott right behind Kurt Busch. He's a favorite to win this race here at Texas. He won back here in February by almost a mile, pretty much. Hamlin's going to go to the lead. Kurt Busch is going to clear Almirola to take P2. We look at Wallace and Elliott. They're battling for that final playoff position. Wallace overtakes the 9, and Kurt Busch really just wants to stay behind Hamlin right here. He's just hoping for no cautions, because right now he's in the playoffs, so he could finish where he is right now. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Wallace battle. Caution is out. Something is on the track. Hamlin has run over it. Kurt Busch has run over it. We see Elliott run over it. Hamlin got the worst of it, though. You see the damage to the left front. So something's on the track. I can't tell whether it's from a car or from something that just fell off. But the Craftsman pit lane is open. Hamlin is the first one down there into his pit box. Kurt Busch is in. Wallace is in. Almirola, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. We are going to go to break as they clean up turns 1 and 2. We're racing at Texas. Stenhouse and Elliott. We saw this back in February. What's going to happen now is they line up side by side. As they enter the Geico restart zone, grid flag, 2 to go. 2 playoff positions. They go 3 wide, all the way in the back. Looks like Briscoe's going to make it through along with Kyle Busch. And Briscoe to the bumper in the 10 of Eric Almirola. He's already in the playoffs. 3 wide in row number 2. Hamlin back there behind them. Elliott with the lead. He's just trying to keep it here. Wallace to the inside. They still go 3 wide. Stenhouse, Kurt Busch, and Bubba Wallace. Final lap of the race, brought to you by the AJ News Network. Wallace's last push. Kurt Busch locks onto the bumper of the 9 of Chase Elliott. Wallace looking for the drafting help from the 18. He's not going to get it. They go through the final turns for the final time. Elliott and Kurt Busch did it in February. They'll do it again. Elliott and Kurt Busch are in the playoffs. And Chase Elliott's going to sweep at Texas. He does his burnouts on the front stretch. He'll make his way to victory lane. And that was one of the craziest finishes in the Cup Series this season. Elliott rounding out everyone else. He's going to end up on top like he did in February. Finishing results scroll to the right side of your screen all the way down to P14. Now 11 through 14 all did not finish the race. They were all parked in the garage, including Kevin Harvick, who was in the playoffs before this race and up until lap 6. So speaking of the playoffs, Elliott's in there now with his sweep at Texas. Kurt Busch, he finishes second here like he did back in February also. So now he's in the playoffs replacing Kevin Harvick. So he'll be racing for the Cup along with Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola, and Chase Elliott next month in New Hampshire. That's going to be the final race of the season, the championship race. Next IndyCar race is going to be the Indianapolis 500, the first ever running in the NTT Indycar Series on AJ Racing. And then after that, we're hopping back over to the NASCAR Cup Series, the championship race from the Magic Mile. We thank you for watching today's presentation of the AJ Racing Cup Series, the NASCAR Cup Series. Once again, Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott in the playoffs. Elliott sweeps at Texas. And from Fort Worth, I'm AJ saying good night from this crazy finish. AJ Racing thanks you for watching this presentation of the NASCAR Cup Series. We thank our fans for their support, and we hope you enjoyed the race.